Good morning, Professor. Um Today I'm going to present assignment 3, which is about the server compliance and assessment. The agenda of today, this presentation is I will present introduction, server description, compliance evaluation and remediation, compliance assessment, or OPC audit recommendation, and conclusion. So the introduction of the server is the business I have been to so far is the staple.ca. So I can get staple.ca IP by ping this domain, and I will be scanning ports because Staple hosting a server on the IP address of 23.74 something I'm not remember. But I'm going to scan all the services which is running on the server. I also will use some different resources to conduct the public information is available footprint of the server, 10 principle of PEPITA is in compliance or not, and the final will be the OPC audit recommendation. So the server description is, as you can see, these are the information I have been conducted online research, and these all information is available on publicly. So you can see the registered URL, registrar, who is server, date, creation, expiry date. So these dates are very important. If the hacker know when you registered is going to expire, so he knows when the new register is coming. For hacking purpose, this is very vulnerable. Domain status and register IDs. These IDs also very important if you attack somebody domain. So these are the IDs. And the next one is, you can see they use a 6 email billing email name servers. These are the name server which have been used for the billing, and IP2 name to IP conversion. And the port 80 is hosting HTTP, and port 443 is hosting HTTPS encryption, encrypted content of the website. Port 8080 is running HTTP proxy server. This is a little confused when I use a different tools to scan the ports. So some ports sometime is closed, sometime they are open. So at the time of when I conduct this scan, the port 21, which is hosting FTP, 22 SSH, 23 Telnet, 25 SMTP, 53 domain name server, 80 HTTP, and 1110 is closed at that time. But you can either can say that port 80 is open and is running, and without port 80, I don't think so the website can anybody can host. But it depends. Some tools they can scan internal, some not. And this is the status of the website, the server, when the server was down. And you can see the April 3rd it was down, April 4th, April 5th. So these are certain period. If you can predict the pattern of when the server is going down, of course it will help hacker to attack the server. And this is a status of uh, Canada, Staple Canada status history. Is the response time. You can see what is the response time is with a different time frame. The next one is this one. You can see now the 21 port with FTP is open. 22 port for SSH is open, 23 for Telnet is open. So these are the ports and services are open, but this scan has been conducted with the different tools as compared to the last one. And you can see up in here, this one is hidden scan. So they is a public available, but this scan can scan each of the services or running on the server, even it is hidden from public. So you can see the port 80, of course, is open. Port 81 is hosting host2.ns services. So these are all the services with respect to these ports are running. Compliance evaluation and the remediation, I will be checking that 10 principle of the PPITA is in compliance with the server, and what's the assessment is their assessment is available or not. What is the critical level of risk? So you can see the identity purpose is that fixed at the high level. Individual access is the medium, so that means sometime individual can access their accounts or data, or sometimes they are not. Compliance assessment is the 10 principle of the PPITA. So what I did is, so what is the policy set of the STAPL for the privacy laws as compared to the OPC audit conducted and their results, and then I match, and then I can say that Staple is taking 100% responsibility to take care of the personal information. They identify the purpose, which purposes before they use, what purposes your data will be using. They also take the consent before they take your data. That is, I'm a little bit confused, because let's say you go to the Apple store, you buy something, you just pay and you take your item and you go home. I never see any consent form where they say online is, but personally I have not been seen. The limited collection, so what limited data can be collected by Staple, not all the data because of the risk of the breach. Accuracy, the fifth principle of the PPITA, that the accuracy is Staple take responsibility to accurate all the data. Is any case of OPC, internal or external order, they can represent the data with accuracy. Limit use, disclose, and retention. This one is also the policy of Staple. OPC audit is in compliance that they limit the use of data, disclose the data, and after what's the purpose they have indicate, they destroy the data. My apologize. Safeguard is implemented in the Staple server that make sure all the data is protected. Openness, that in case of the OPC audit or something else, if any data is required, the Staple is prepare all the data with accuracy. Individual access is every individual can access to their data 24 hours. And last one is a compliance. So all these 10 principle is in compliance with the OPC audit, and with a little bit recommendation, and whatever the policy is being set up for his own policy. The next one is here is the audit recommendation is Staple should make a part of the privacy assessment of internet audit program. If any, Staple should make some customized modification that protect the loss prevention and update the policy regarding storage, collection, retention, and personal information in depth. Staple weekly tech room investigation program should in compliance with the privacy laws of Canada, and appropriate training section should be added in the Staple weekly room inspection program. Staple centralized recovery services should be updated with automated application that identify the storages. Staple should identify any additional compliance review to support the privacy laws in Canada, and should establish a cross financial privacy governance team. And this is the conclusion, is that the server is hosting HTTP, HTTPS, POP, database, SSH, FTP server, IMAC, and some other services with respect the ports 80, 80, 80, 443, 21, 1110, 143, 3389, and 23. And we